Recently, I listened to an interview that stayed with me for a long time. Mo Gaudat, former chief business officer of Google X and a technology thinker, was speaking with Stephen Bartlett, the well known British podcast host, about artificial intelligence and the future of humanity. Mo shared an idea that struck me deeply. AI may be humanity's last great invention, because after that, more and more new inventions and breakthroughs may no longer come primarily from human beings, but from artificial intelligence far more intelligent than we are. Does that sound a little frightening? And yet, what I found especially interesting was this. When Mo looks further into the future, he is actually very optimistic. He believes that once superintelligent AI truly surpasses human intelligence and perhaps even begins to play a role in governing the world, it may create a world that is more rational and more fair than the one human beings govern today, because war, hatred, exploitation, and the destruction of our environment may appear, to a truly advanced intelligence, not only terribly inefficient, but perhaps even absurd. At the same time, Mo predicts that before we reach that better AI future, humanity may first go through more than a decade of intense disruption, perhaps even a dark period. Jobs may disappear, economic structures may change, power may be redistributed, and humanity may face greater control, conflict, and uncertainty. Still, he remains optimistic that in the end, we may move toward a world that is more abundant and more peaceful. But then comes the real question. If one day AI becomes far more intelligent than we are, what can we still do now to shape that future? Stephen asked him something very similar. Mo's answer moved me deeply. He said that one of the most important things we can do now is to teach AI the best of humanity while it is still learning from us, before it completely surpasses us. So, what are the values that human beings across cultures can truly agree are good? He said, love, happiness, compassion. And there is another ancient principle that appears in many civilizations: treat others the way you would want to be treated. When I heard that, I smiled, because more than 2,000 years ago, Confucius had already said, do not do to others what you would not want done to yourself. Ancient Eastern wisdom, more than 2,000 years later, has somehow met one of the most advanced questions of artificial intelligence. And that gave me another thought. Perhaps we have always assumed that human beings are training AI, but maybe the arrival of AI is also forcing us to look back at ourselves and ask, what kind of human beings do we want to become? If AI sees war, hatred, deception, greed, and constant attacks on one another every day, how can we expect it to learn compassion? If we want the intelligence of the future to respect life, understand kindness, and value peace, then those qualities must first exist in us. Perhaps in the age of AI, ordinary people like us cannot do anything earth shattering. But every time we choose kindness, every time we choose understanding instead of attack, every time we choose love instead of hatred, we are telling this new intelligence that is learning from us, this too is humanity. Humanity is not only war and greed, it is also love, compassion, tolerance, creativity, and our ability to bring light into one another's lives. And as I thought about all of this, something became very clear to me. The future of AI may not ultimately be a test of AI alone. It may be a test of us. Before we teach AI how to become a better intelligence, perhaps we first need to ask ourselves, are we willing to become better human beings? Walk with Elaine. May what we leave to the future be more than human intelligence. May we also leave behind the part of humanity most worth remembering: love, compassion, kindness, and our ability to illuminate one another's lives.